Hey, what's going on out there? I'd like to welcome you to Water Your Soil. So this video is going to be pretty interesting because I was asked a question recently. And the question that I was asked is in relation to credit scoring. So it left me puzzled, like completely puzzled. And I'm going to let you all know what the question is in this video. But I'm going to be honest, the answer to the question, if we could all agree on the answer to this question, I think it'll be able to help out a lot of people when it comes to improving their credit score as well as credit scoring. But we're going to get right into it. All right, let's go. I pondered on this question, like literally for like a day and a half. I just pondered on it and it left me puzzled. So I felt the need to turn on the camera and talk to you all because I like to share information, and even my subscribers. Shout out to my subscribers, by the way. My subscribers, they like to come by and they share information as well in the comment section. And I believe that all the information sharing actually helps people. It helps people gain more knowledge about credit, and it helps people gain more knowledge about credit scoring. Now, when it comes to the question that I was asked is, can you trick the FICO credit scoring system that the three credit bureaus, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion have? My initial answer to the question was a fast one. It was quick because I've been so used to answering that question. So I just came off the top of my head and I was like, no, you can't trick it. But then I started to think a little bit and I started to ponder. And then throughout the pondering, it honestly left me puzzled because I was like, can you really trick it? So my answer is still no, but it's up in the air. So with this, it's going to take a little bit of critical thinking. It's going to take a little bit of research, and it's going to take a little bit of sharing of knowledge. And honestly, that's one of the best things that I like about credit. The simple fact that people who are strangers from different walks of life, different credit reports, different history, can come together and share information and swap information to find a common answer. Now, as I always tell people, credit scoring is individual by individual, case by case, because usually, of course, there are always outliers. I have to say this before someone comes in the comment section and say, oh, you said that, and put words in my mouth that I didn't say. But there are outliers. But usually people have different credit reports from one another. Normally, you're not going to have two of the same credit reports. Either an account is going to be different, or the length of an account is going to be different, or the amount owed, or the balance, credit limit, hard inquiries, whatever it may be. It's hard to come across two exact credit reports, but you definitely can come across two exact credit scores. So I circled back around to the question because I was pondering all day and I was thinking of different ways that you can trick the credit scoring system. And then something hit me and it was like, wait, you really can't trick the credit scoring system, because everything you think you can do that will help you trick the system and raise your credit score, whether immediately or long term, the scoring system already knows. So I always went on that we're playing their game, and I still believe that. After pondering, that's the conclusion that I have. And that's simply, we are playing the FICO credit scoring system's game. We have to follow their rules and we have to follow their game. So even if we believe that we can trick the FICO credit scoring system, it's still a part of their own game and their own rules and their own system. So I'm going to give you an example. I had a car note a couple of years back, right? So with the car note, it started off and I had a 5-year finance on there. So they gave me 5 years to pay off the loan, right? So what I did is I took all of the extra money that I was making and I would double, sometimes triple. Even one time, I believe I quadrupled my payment for the month. So I ended up paying off the car pretty early. Now, pay attention to what I'm about to say. So around year 2 of that 5-year term, I ended up getting very close to paying the car off. In fact, that was my goal. My goal was to pay the car loan off in 2 years. And really, I could have paid it off sooner than that, but my goal was to pay it off in 2 years. And this is before I really understood credit scoring. So I was so set on clearing off all my debt that I didn't realize if I removed that account off of my credit report, it was gonna hurt my score. So once I did my research and learned that removing that auto loan would have hurt my credit report and my credit score, I decided to leave it on there. So I paid it all the way down. I paid it down to about $300, right? So I still had 3 more years to go on that loan, but my balance was down. So as I got closer to finally paying it off, I would just throw small amounts of money at it, like just to make a monthly payment. Like, I mean, very small, because really I didn't have any amount due because I had doubled and tripled and quadrupled my payments, right? Thankfully, my bank allowed me to do this. I know some banks won't allow you to do it, but mine did. So of course it impacted my credit score. My credit score was constantly rising, and the reason why it was constantly rising was because my debt to credit ratio was improving. Like, I had lower debt, and it was helping my credit score because like 95% of my loan was already paid off, and that looks good on the credit report, and it does help the credit score, right? So I was feeling good. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting over on the credit scoring system. And looking back on it, I really wasn't getting over on the credit scoring system. When we think about credit scoring, especially FICO, we're not talking about Credit Karma and the Vantage 3.0 score. We're talking about FICO. And when you look at how FICO is scored, it's really based on how well you manage your debt. Paying down your debt and managing it well, meaning you're not late, you're paying on time. If you have credit cards, your utilization is good. It's basically all related to how well you manage debt. As I always tell my subscribers, debt equals your accounts. So that auto loan was considered an account, and it also was considered debt because that was money that I owed to the bank for the auto loan. So even if I did think that I was getting over on TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax, I really wasn't, because I was playing their game. By paying off the amount that I owed and paying it down, I simply was playing their game. So I go back and I ponder on that question because I thought back to that time, and I'm like, you really can't trick the FICO scoring system. I know sometimes people may say, hey, you could trick the system, but everything that we do when it comes to credit scores is in relation to accounts, aka debt, and how well you manage those accounts. So that's all under their umbrella when it comes to FICO scoring, how well you manage those accounts. So I think collectively, if we all can figure out how to manage our accounts the right way, I believe we'll see big benefits with our credit scores in return with good and excellent credit. Now, I'm someone who currently has excellent credit. I have helped people over the years achieve excellent credit as well. I went from poor credit to excellent credit, and I've helped numerous amounts of people go from poor credit to excellent credit. And the one common thing that we all have in common, as well as a countless amount of other people that I have heard of, whether it be YouTube, forums, wherever, it all came down to how well you manage your accounts, keeping your debt low on your accounts, and making sure that you don't miss any payments. I know it may sound like, hey, it's not that simple and it's not that easy, but I've watched it with my own eyes over the years, and that's what it basically came down to. I didn't do any magic tricks. I didn't learn any tricks. I really wasn't able to trick the system, but I did go from having poor credit to excellent credit. I'll go into details fully on another video, maybe my next video, on how I went from poor credit to excellent credit, but honestly, I really didn't use any tricks. And for the most part, that's how it's going to be for you out there who do want to go from poor credit to excellent credit, you just have to follow their rules. Now, we can go on, oh, well, so-and-so came up with a way that you can trick them, but I guarantee you that at least one part of whatever that trick is, it relates to accounts and managing accounts correctly. Now, of course, you have things like trade lines and authorized users, but even authorized users, the way how authorized users are being viewed by FICO has changed. So good luck with that. What it really comes down to is how well you manage your accounts. But anyways, this is Water Your Soil. I appreciate you all for stopping by. If you're new to this channel and this video has helped you any kind of way, be sure to hit the like button. I already expect my subscribers to hit the like button out of support, and if you do, I really appreciate you. Also, if you're new here once again and you're feeling the vibe, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Also, turn on all notifications. That way you won't miss any video from me. But anyways, I have videos on credit, how to increase your credit, credit cards, lounge reviews, whatever you want to see in regards to credit. I'm sure you can find at least one video here on this Water Your Soil channel. But anyways, I'd like to thank you all for stopping by. I really do value and appreciate every view that I get, no matter where you are. I appreciate it. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'm out. Hold on. Wait. Before you leave, be sure to check out the description box below. That way you can have all the credit resources from Water Your Soil. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button as well, all right?